Hello, what's up my brothers? Today we have another special chapter involving Choso's new power and the insanely awesome character he's coming into. I adore how Choso is being used right now in the story and the type of big brother mindset he embodies. There's really something special about him and about his power, and this chapter was incredibly peak with the fights, the reveals, the timing of everything. Next week we have a break, which is good to give Gege time to create another peak masterpiece, because believe me, the next chapter is going to be beyond amazing. It is hype right now. So today we will focus mostly on Choso's epic battle with Kenjaku. So now we get to see what the eldest son of the strongest death painting can really do. We start the chapter with an absolutely beautiful and impactful panel of Choso's brothers supporting his back. And what a wonderful illustration, because Choso is always the one who shows his brothers the way, and now he needs their power and their love to make him stronger. But there's very few words to describe how awesome that is. They all support Choso and cheer him on. So Choso feels the power of their love and uses his strength to the fullest, converging a piercing blood attack on Kenjaku. What's interesting now is that Kenjaku has been flawlessly dodging blood manipulation all this time, and now he explains that piercing blood is fastest at its start. So if he dodges initially, he doesn't need to worry despite whatever course the attack takes. Technically, you could actually say Kenjaku already possessed and mastered blood manipulation in his past life as Noritoshi Kamo, so you'd ought to think he'd have a pretty good handle on the technique already, no matter how powerful it is. Choso then uses his brother Iso's maximum wing king. So Choso has harnessed some of his brother's techniques, and to no surprise, Kenjaku responds accordingly, like this is nothing new for him. The way Kenjaku uses his curses at the perfect moments is pretty handy. It looks like he's still only revealing low-grade spirits to fight Choso, and Kenjaku's actually looking really saucy. Even in the face of different attacks by Choso, he uses curses, exorcism's theme itself, as a smokescreen, so then the spirits launch an attack that actually managed to hit and stab Choso before being killed. And Kenjaku is in no hurry at all. This is easy for him. He literally sat down and explained Choso's own faults by mentioning that Wing King is a technique that tracks unlike piercing blood, and once tracking is imbued into a skill, it won't be as fast as the aforementioned piercing blood or that convergence move. Obviously right now Kenjaku is trolling this dude, as Choso is looking very tired in this fight, but he's not done yet. As he mentions his brother's special traits, he already showed Iso is elegant, and he's going to show Kechizo moves freely, something we haven't seen before, and we see a sick double spread panel of Choso extending his severed arm with blood, and it was really fast too, so it managed to grapple Kenjaku and whip him around before using Yuji's special trait of powerful strength to pull over Kenjaku and punch him down. But once again Kenjaku used a cursed spirit to cover himself, asking Choso if he's done yet. In response, Choso has a new idea and uses Wing King again, but explains that this tracking may not be as fast as piercing blood, but it now serves as a path to bring compressed blood to his side. And Kenny's got to get a little serious now, because Choso has used Wing King as an avenue to shoot supernova. So now this is a tracking supernova shot. That's pretty insane if you ask me. Choso is really the GOAT for real. So he fires it off, yet Kenjaku is unharmed, not a scratch on him. But Kenjaku is annoyed because he was pressured to a point where he revealed another technique. We didn't see it, but he did something. The bloodshots were knocked down by something. So Choso takes that small win. He agitated Kenjaku to a degree to use something other than curse manipulation. And I think that's pretty funny how Choso got so hyped about that. But what I'm hyped about is that we finally get Yuki Tsukumo debuting in the fight, and her line is pretty slick. I might be an only child, but you're damn awesome, Oni-chan. First of all, Yuki looks drop dead gorgeous. Her outfit is fire. Gege gave her that special grade drip. She is ready for battle, and it's my own personal headcanon. I think it's kind of funny, but Yuki really let Choso sweat so she can get on her crop top and designer jumpers, bro. Like, I gotta respect it, but no, for real, she looks really good in her official Jujutsu uniform. It's definitely one of my favorite female designs at the moment, and she really stands out from the rest, and I think she's about to go ham. Yuki is a special grade sorcerer after all, so she is definitely a lot more trouble than she seems. And again, she's got that crazy, insane cursed spirit with her, so next chapter we will see just what she can do. Knowing Gege, it's probably something very cracked. Just looking at the current special grades, Geto could start a war with the Jujutsu Society, and today Kenjaku uses his curse technique to absorb curses and other techniques while also commanding armies of spirits. Yuta has a spirit of infinite cursed energy and is the single most stacked sorcerer in the series with virtually every Jujutsu skill known. And then we have Gojo, and I don't even have to explain it, Gojo is the strongest. So strong that he was actually written out of the story. Yuki could potentially match them, and I'd imagine she has a power that makes her top tier. I'd be crazy enough to call her top 5 even, because there's no way she's not. There's just too much going for her, and the fate of the world falls upon her strength, and if she can hold whatever Kenjaku has up his sleeve. I very much imagine this to be a peak fight that escalates even to the point where there's a domain battle, to fully exhaust the precipice of sorcery. 2 special grade sorcerers clashing. We don't see that often, and me myself, what I think we better see some wild shit, because I expect nothing but peak. So Kenjaku was forced to reveal a new technique. He didn't have a scratch on him the entire fight, and when Kenjaku did reveal something, it wasn't idol transfiguration, it wasn't cursed spirit manipulation, he didn't take out a curse at all. He just stood there and forced the attack down. And this was a high level, high output maximum technique used in conjunction with another technique, yet it was repelled. And at first I initially think Kenjaku extracted the elephant curse Ganesha from chapter 201 because it seems to affect gravity and is said to be the remover of obstacles in folklore. But honestly, it could be anything. For all we know, Kenjaku could possess multiple curse techniques that he has extracted. He could have 10, 30, 50, 100 techniques at his disposal, for all we know. So now that Yuki is here, perhaps he would reveal something big, some strong moves to use against her. And I also think it would be cool to see Yuki and Choso tag team, because Choso is still up, and I personally feel that he would be up and ready to battle, albeit he is tired, but he already said that they might be in each other's way when they fight. And Yuki seems more than strong enough to give Choso a break and handle Kenjaku herself. I say that with a tad bit of hesitancy because, you know, Kenjaku is him after all. Knowing Kenjaku and Yuki before they fight, they'll probably talk about the state of the world and argue over the use of cursed energy in the Jujutsu world. Every time Yuki has dialogue, it's always about some very, very heavy stuff in JJK, and this interaction will be no exception. As a former vessel, Yuki might feel a certain way about Tengen, but she will not allow Kenjaku to merge humankind itself. So I'm sure she will fight hard. Hell, I think she may even try to name drop or mention the former Geto when they talk. So that'll lead to some interesting discussion, but this chapter was awesome. I cannot wait for the next one when we finally see Yuki's greatness. This week was really cool, and we got some moments with Choso and his power that were amazing. I love to see that blood brother do his thing, I really do. But that's it for this review. Please let me know your thoughts below. I always read the comments and love seeing your guys' reaction to this amazing series. Right now, I'm trying to work on this very ambitious project with a Jujutsu Kaisen battle analysis video with some heavy editing and a very detailed script. So please forgive a lack of uploads as of late, as I'm trying to improve upon my content quality and just get a bit more comfortable with edits and things like that. So look out for that soon. I appreciate you guys' support. This has been Enemy Stand User, and I'll see you brothers in the next one. Bye-bye.